Today we're gonna try a few unique dishes from Uyghur cuisine. Yes, Uyghur cuisine. We're excited to check out the kitchen. Let's go. All right, we're here in the kitchen. Let's meet the head chef of Eerkin's Uyghur restaurant.
My name is Musa. I'm the chef. This is the eggplant salad. I make this first under the oil.
Okay, so you fry it in the oil first. This is for salad?
Yes.
Okay.
And this kebab here.
Okay. These look so
This
good.
is
What are they
Samsa.
called? Samsa? You just bake them?
Yeah, just make it.
What else do we have over here?
This is my employee work here. This make chicken kebab.
Chicken kebab?
Yes.
It looks like it's already been marinated. What's the flavor in there?
Inside the hot sauce and the oil, little bit black pepper.
Black pepper, hot sauce, so it's a little bit spicy?
Yeah.
Okay, we love spicy food. Yeah. Okay. So one of the very popularly ordered dish here is the eggplant salad, and he's showing us how to make it right now. And actually the ingredients are very simple. I was surprised to know. So what do we have here?
I make the eggplant salad.
Eggplant salad.
Yes.
We have, looks like we have tomatoes.
Yes, tomato, eggplant, garlic, green onion.
Green onions. Yeah, look at that. Thank you so much for the quick kitchen tour. That was fun, and we can't wait to just try out your dishes.
Okay. Thank you.
I got two appetizers to start with. First, I have the Samsa, the hot pocket with beef and onion, and then I have this pretty looking eggplant salad. I can smell the vinegar already. I can't wait. Let's go and sit down. All right, let's dig in now, for real. There's like so many different sauces and seasoning on it, and I thought when he told me about it, I thought he was gonna just mix it all in for me, but he just sort of drizzle the sauces and the garlic and salt on top of it, and I'm just gonna mix it all together. Well, you're supposed to mix it all together when you eat it, so let's see. All right, the eggplant is super soft. Just look at this, it's like melting right now. It's vinegary. It tastes how it smells like. A little bit salty, a little bit sweet, garlicky, slight flavor of garlic, but it's mostly vinegary, and like I could taste a little bit of soy sauce. There's oyster sauce, which I cannot really taste. Another bite. This is really good. Look at this. This is so good. The eggplant like melts in your mouth. I don't know what to do. This is just appetizer. I can't stop. The next appetizer is the Samsa. They look like hot pockets, and they are oven baked, and inside is stuffed with minced beef and onions and some special seasoning. So let me just break this open and see what we've got there. Oh, I can feel that it's so stuffed in there. Oh, look at this beef. Oh, the pastry is nice and fluffy. Look at that. First flavor that hit my tongue was cumin. I can really taste cumin seasoning in there. Beef is it's really minced very finely, and then it's peppery and it's very tender.
Welcome. Need any recommendation?
Yeah, sure. We just finished one. Let me open another Samsa. This reminds me of like the Indian or samosa, but this is like the outside is really, really fluffy, and it's very soft and tender. I really like the pastry. It's so nicely done. It's not tough, because sometimes some pastry, when they maybe over-baked it, it's so tough and chewy, but this is not at all. Alright, next we have the Musa special teapot here. It's a mix of many different ingredients made by the head chef here in the kitchen. There's a mix of green tea, black tea, rose petals, cardamom, saffron as well. So let me just take my first sip. I'm going to pour it into my cup. It's like a traditional Chinese teacup. I could first taste, I think, like the flour and like saffron and rose petal flavors. It goes really well with, I think, our like vinegary, sour, and like spicy dishes, because this is like calming, so it helps like soothe your tongue. I love this tea. Next, we have the homemade Laghman noodles, and it's basically the noodles as you saw earlier in the kitchen. Is hand rolled first, and then hand pulled noodles topped with a stir-fry mix of either lamb or beef with vegetables. The proper way of really eating this is to add some chili pepper and then some black vinegar to it. So I'm just gonna do that right now. So a little bit of chili pepper. I'm really not sure how spicy this is, so I'm just gonna put a little bit for now, and then some black vinegar. Mixing it all together. Let's see. Look at the noodle. Just look at all the colors, and I can smell the black vinegar. So I got the beef version here. Oh, it looks, I feel like my mouth is salivating already. You can taste the black vinegar first. And I love the noodles texture because it's so super smooth, chewy, almost like rice cake. The beef is very tender, very flavorful. I love that there's a mix of vegetables. There's like cabbage, there's onions, there's green onions, there's peppers in here. I love that soury, vinegary flavor, and their dishes here, it's just very, it's very refreshing and appetizing. You can just like keep going. Actually, I didn't put as much chili pepper. That was a good decision to make because it's getting spicier now. But it's good. It's good spicy. It's flavorful spiciness, not just pure hot. This is good. Love it. Chicken kebab and lamb kebab. We got 2 of each. So we have 2 chickens and then we have 2 lamb versions. Okay, here we go. I see a lot of chili peppers on top. Let's see if it's spicy or not. The chicken, so flavorful, it's so smoky, so tender because it grew in open fire, and it is spicy because of the chili pepper. Okay, another bite. It's really tender. I love it. It looks kind of dry, but it tastes juicier and softer than it looked. Okay, now the lamb version. I think the seasoning is the same with the chicken one. This is very tender actually. It's almost as tender as the chicken. The flavor is almost the same. It's but this one somehow feels spicier than the chicken version and doesn't feel very greasy. Yes, I like that it doesn't feel very greasy. But I have to choose. I think I would pick lamb. I think it has a little bit stronger flavor and it's really much more tender than I had expected for lamb meat. So this is really well done. Okay, so we have Rafia, the manager of this restaurant here, Eerkin's Uyghur restaurant. Can you tell us a little bit about the background of the restaurant? How did this all come together?
Yeah, so basically the chef used to cater at his own house for the whole Uyghur community because they all live in this area of Virginia. So what would happen is like they would order big dishes for an event of their own or just for like, you know, casual eating. And it would mostly be like the Laghman and the Kebabs. And so later on, like as his business kind of grew a little bit more and a lot of people were more invested in his food, he decided to open up a storefront, and that's where the co-owner comes in, my uncle, and he opened up this restaurant about 3 or 4 months ago, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then so they just made a lot more food available to a lot more people.
The name of the restaurant is Eerkin. What does the word Eerkin mean? Is it somebody's name?
It's actually originated from our culture. Eerkin means freedom. And because of the oppressed nature of the Uyghur people in China, it's kind of like a symbol for like the entire culture. And we're still here, we're still thriving, and we're making food, and people are like learning more about our culture.
That's wonderful. Yeah, and that's also really one of the reasons why we're making this video, and because it really refers to a minority ethnic group that not many people know about, even the people, and of course the food. So this is a great opportunity for you guys to know a little bit more about the cuisine, about the people. The second question we have for you is, what would you say is like a flavor, maybe a seasoning, or maybe a dish that defines Uyghur cuisine?
Essentially, the main popular dish of ours is the Laghman, just because it's so acquainted with our culture. It's the way they make it and spread out the noodles it's such a Uyghur thing to do, and like a lot of our regulars, they come in every day just for Laghman, and a lot of Uyghur kids, they come here without their parents, so it's like eating at home for them, and it's such a nice feeling to see that.
So I actually do have a question. So I see that here in the kitchen they handmade the noodles from scratch. At home though, do moms make the noodles by hand at home too?
Everything. They do.
Oh wow.
They start with just raw flour, and they have to like knead it and everything. The way they do it at home is the way we do it in the kitchen, and that's why it does tend to take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it at the end. It's fresh, and you could taste it. You know, taste the love and everything.
Yeah, I do. Yes, and I love it. Yeah, thank you so much again for your time. Thank you. All right, dessert time. Here we got a piece of honey cake and their special Uyghur cake here. Uyghur cake, I think according to Rafia, it has nuts in it, so it's more like baklava, but like the Uyghur version. Cut it from the tip of this cake. Oh yeah, I can see these layers of pastries in here. It's buttery. I can taste like fresh cream in it. It's sweet, but it's not super sweet. Let me just take another bite first. It's cold, cream in between. between the many layers. The texture is a bit fluffy and also a little bit nutty, but not, I don't see or I don't feel like the big chunks of nuts in it at all. Maybe it's really finely chopped, and then it has like a drizzle of like a strawberry rose syrup on top, so it added a very special flavor. All right, just one more bite.
I'm still totally fine. Just the two as
All right, next the honey cake. Let me get a little bit up on the tip. This looks like it's a little bit higher and has more layers than the Uyghur cake. The top, the brown, like pie crust. It's honey, a little bit cinnamony. The Uyghur cake has more cream filling compared to this one, even though this one is more like a cake and pie sort of layers, whereas the Uyghur cake is a little bit softer and a little bit smoother. This is also not as fluffy because it doesn't have pastry in it. It's softer. Both are very popularly ordered since they opened. Again, they've only opened for about 4 months, so this dessert is a hit, definitely. It was definitely a quick and authentic Uyghur cuisine experience we had here. I'm so glad I tried one of their typical dishes, which was the Laghman noodle, and it was also one of my favorites. I'm sure there's so many more other dishes that I haven't tried, so we'll definitely be back. We certainly enjoyed our experience here so much, and we hope you did too. If you did, you know what to do. Thumbs up, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. Until the next video, stay happy, eat yummy. I'm Naomi. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!